I want to thank Senator Boxer for her tremendous effort in working with me from the beginning on this bill. I want to thank Senator Collins for her dedication and leadership in making this a bipartisan bill to bring so many of us together on such an important piece of work. I want to thank all my colleagues standing here today who are original co-sponsors who have helped to shape this bill, make it stronger, make it a better bill. I also want to thank Senator Johanns, who could not be here today due to a scheduling conflict, for also joining our effort to make this bipartisan. I want to thank our House colleagues who are here, who are going to help us lead the fight in both chambers. Representative Dan Benachek, whose daughter is serving in our military, and we are grateful for her service every single day. And I want to thank Tulsi Gabbard, who has also served in our military, and I'm extremely grateful for your service and your leadership on this issue. And I especially want to thank all the brave men and women who have served this country in the past. They are asked to give everything for this country, and I am extremely grateful for all that they do, not only their courage and their sacrifice, but their willingness to even give their lives. The issue of sexual violence is not new. It has been allowed to go on in the shadows for far too long. And for all of us, we believe enough is enough. It's time to change this system that has been held over since George Washington, that is simply not working today for the men and women who are serving. Due to the series of incredibly hard-to-fathom events, this issue has been raised in the national consciousness. We have to seize this opportunity and act now so we can move towards a true zero-tolerance reality in the armed services. Words are not enough at this point. We need action. Today, we are taking a strong bipartisan step forward. America is home to the best and the brightest, brave men and women who joined our armed services for all the right reasons, to serve our country, defend all that we hold sacred, to make America's military the best in the world. We ask everything of these men and women, and each time we ask something of them, they answer the call of duty. But too often, these men and women find themselves in the fight of their lives, not in some far away land or on a battlefield, but right here on our own soil, within their own ranks and commanding officers as victims of horrific acts of sexual violence. Last year reported 26,000 cases of unwanted sexual contact, sexual abuse, and rape. 26,000 cases in just 1 year. But of those, only just over 3,000 were actually reported. Congress would be derelict in its duty of oversight if we just shrugged our shoulders and did nothing for these 26,000 sons and daughters, husbands and wives, mothers and fathers. We have to do better by them. When a person in charge of preventing sexual assault in their ranks is himself arrested on charges of alleged sexual assault, clearly we have a strategy in place that is not working. Twice in just 1 week this has happened. And when any single victim of sexual assault is forced to salute her attacker, clearly our system is broken. So today we're standing in united front to take on these issues with new legislation that will fundamentally remove the decision-making from the chain of command and gives that discretion to an experienced military prosecutor where it belongs. Just like many of our allies have already done around the world, Britain, Canada, Israel, Germany, Norway, and Australia, just to name a few. And this is the only way that we can provide the unbiased justice that our victims need. Under our bill, serious crimes punishable by more than a year of confinement would be investigated and prosecuted by the JAG Corps, experts specifically trained on this issue who know how to carry out the investigation and take cases to trial. We make a sensible exemption for crimes that are uniquely of the military in nature, such as disobeying orders or going absent without leave. When we take these cases outside of the chain of command, we give the victims the basic confidence to know that justice will be had and that there will be accountability and transparency in their case. That's how we will be able to achieve the reforms that we think is needed that will ensure justice and fairness for every victim.